Dude, check this out, bro. I'm in freaking Japan right now. It feels like. Look at all this aura this tree has, bro. This is freaking. I mean, the camera just does not do it justice, bro. Like, for real. Oh my gosh. Aura. Good morning, beautiful people of the world. It is 8:11 right now, and we are headed to the Planet Fitness to go get a lift today. The tripod is coming in soon, I believe. That's what TikTok Shop told me, at least. So I may or may not record in there. You know, I don't know if I want to fully record like long form clips and like talk about what I'm doing, or maybe just a couple, you know, pieces here and there, but we'll figure it out once we get there. Because I think I've said it before, I could 100% be a Sam Sulik, 100%. So I kind of worry if I decide to go in there and like record everything, because I mean, dude, that shit's gonna be like 30 minutes long, guaranteed. Like, it would be a very long video. Oh my gosh. I'm not feeling very well rested at the moment, unfortunately. I know, it sucks. I don't really know why. I've been struggling to fall asleep past couple nights. I don't know why, man. I get in my head really bad about sleep. I started, holy crap. I don't know, I just kind of get in my head about sleeping, and I'm thinking like, oh, I can't sleep, and I just keep thinking about things, and I go in like phases. I'll for like a week, I'll do what I'm doing right now. You know, like for like a certain period of time, 2-3 days, I'll sit there and I can't sleep, and then I get so tired because I haven't been sleeping good. So then eventually I just kind of, you know, end up sleeping because of how bad my sleep's been. If that makes any sense. But we got some chest and biceps because I flipped my bis and tris. Is this gonna be the lifting video? Maybe. It might be, you know. I might just slip it into like the middle of a longer video. Maybe, you know. Just know that sleep is essential. Doesn't matter who you are. Doesn't matter if you go lift every day. Doesn't matter if you sit at home every day. I'm telling you, just get some good sleep, or try 7 or 8 hours every night. But I've noticed that actually the quality of my sleep is miles and miles more important than actually getting 7 or 8 hours of sleep. And what I mean by that is, if you're out here and you're not getting very high quality sleep, and you wake up 5 times in the middle of the night, or you were on your phone before you went to sleep. So what you want to do before bed is, I like to put my phone up about an hour before bed. I don't even check it. I don't get on it. I don't really gotta be an hour. Like 30 minutes before bed. I usually just lay it on my bed. I don't look at it. And you don't have to, because I mean, I did this for a long time without them, but I invested in blue light glasses. I just put them on before bedtime. I would invest in some good blue light glasses, and that's the second step. Not a necessity, but definitely helps. Put your phone down. You want to eat probably, I stop eating at 7 o'clock and normally go to bed around 11. But you want to like have like 3 hours or so. I'm pretty sure that's like the ideal range. And lastly, the whole pee thing, like I have a bad issue with getting up in the middle of the night and peeing because how much water I drink, but I've tried to cut out my water and just liquids in general. Sorry about that. I've tried to cut out my liquids and water in general at like 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock sometimes. Like I try to cut it off very early, and it still doesn't really work that well. Like, I'm about to start cutting it out at like 5, 6. Because it don't work. If I had to give you any type of advice about what time to stop drinking liquids, probably, I ain't no fucking doctor, but I would probably do the same as food. I'd say food and water probably needs to get cut out 3 hours before bed. I think liquids you might be able to get away with like a little bit of liquids, but you don't want to be chugging bottles of water at 9 o'clock. I've done that so many times, can't even count, unfortunately. But Gangster, gang, low, gang, Jake Paulers, E-Gang Vlog Squad. We are arrived at the whatchamacallit, and we're about to go hit some iron. I'm about to go touch some bars and push it up in the air. Okay, so think about this. If you were like back in the fucking like what medieval times, and you went in here and you just pulled up and you saw these people just doing all this random ass shit in here, I feel like you'd think we look stupid as fuck. Like if you were from like a long ass time ago, ancient Egypt and all that shit, you came in here and you saw us doing all this random ass shit, I feel like you'd think we are stupid. What is up, fam? As you just saw, did some cardio and had a whole chest day. Let me put y'all on real quick. Don't forget it, these are fire. But we about to head out of here. I'm going to meet my mom and my dad somewhere. So we're about to go do that. Pretty good lift today though. Hopefully tripod comes in soon so I can take a couple clips in there. Maybe talk about it a little bit, but we'll just see when we get there. But I'm starving right now. Brought some beef jerky and this little protein granola bar thing, mix of two. It's really good. And it should hold me over for about another hour or two until we get something extra to eat. Dad said he's gonna take me out and we're gonna get some grub. Hopefully we get some Chick-fil-A. It's kind of what I'm hoping, but I guess we'll see when we get there. But I'll check in back with y'all in a little bit. And anything else I'm missing? I don't think so at all. I'll check back in with y'all in a little bit. All right, gang, we are headed home. Went out to eat with Dad, and yeah, it's chill. We are hitting the road, and we're gonna stop at the GFs. And there's people over here charging their Teslas, bro. That's crazy. They can't even leave. They just gotta charge it. That's funny. Is that funny, guys? Charging your Tesla. Yeah, I couldn't relate because I have a fucking Ford Fusion, but you know. Oh well. That's just crazy, dude. They're all just sitting there charging it. Like, they just have to sit there. I guess, is it not the same as filling up your gas? I don't think it is. I think it's weirder because you have to wait longer. It's not like, filling up your gas don't take that long, does it not? Yeah, filling up your gas takes maybe like what? A few minutes or so? Gosh, I bet they feel so bougie charging their Tesla in front of everybody with a huge flex like that. But anyways, I'm gonna stop yapping. Just had a little burp. I should have went left. Gosh dang it. Oh well. But yeah, we're heading out and we're about to go to GF's, like I said, and then yeah, nothing crazy, nothing special going on today. I pretty much, like, all my schoolwork, I have like pretty much like one class that I'm concerned about, and that's about it, man. So we don't got a lot of school going on, and that's pretty much it. Like, we're just, every day is just kind of like a hangout day, you know, for the most part. You know, I do this and that here or there, but I'm on top of anything I need to do relatively. So yeah, I'll catch y'all here in a little bit and update y'all what's going on. OMG, dude. I have this whole pre-shower routine that I got, and I gotta take off all my necklaces and my bracelets. I used to have this big problem. I had like all these bracelets on my wrist, and I would shower with them, and eventually they started to like create these rashes on my wrist because I guess like the water, and it was kind of trapped under there because there was like 5 or 6 bracelets right there. So it'd get trapped under the bracelets and like make these crazy rashes. So ever since then, I've kind of never I've never worn any bracelets or necklaces in the shower. All right, guys, let's get our circadian rhythm flowing in. If you guys don't know what that is, let me explain in just a second. We're gonna brush our teeth first. Bon appetit. This motherfucking cat, bro. All he does is freaking. Eggs are finished. Back on the topic of circadian rhythm, I feel like most people probably know what it is, but if you don't, it's just like, I think it's your brain's way of telling you when to wake up. No alarm. And you just simply wake up whenever time you wake up. That's your circadian rhythm. And I think you set your circadian rhythm by like looking at sunlight when you wake up. I'm pretty sure. Could be a little bit wrong about these things, but I'm pretty sure it's a general idea is that that's like your internal clock or something. Listen, y'all, I've been trying to put y'all on to this yogurt, whipped cream, honey dessert thing, bro. It's fucking fire. It's like 100 and some calories, if that. And it's so sweet, dude. I mean, that's genuinely one of my favorite things to eat in the day. Yeah, I just finished watching this video about fruit snacks in the store. This girl really did a great video talking about it. Essentially, she's talking about how fruit snacks aren't really fruit snacks. So if you want to watch that, be my guest. Pretty good video. Protein shakes better get devoured. Destroy. All right, vlog gang. We are leaving the household, and you know, I think I've been talking about it for the past couple of videos. I think I'm actually gonna officially talk about anything that has to do with lifting in this video, because I really just want to talk about it, and I don't really got anything else that I'm thinking about right now. Okay, so I guess to begin with, I'll go over when I started lifting. Was about, I think I've said it before, 2022, and I was like 15, 16, I think. And how it started was, it was me and 2 of my buddies, and we went out to the gym, Planet Fitness to be exact. That's where I started my whole journey. We went up there. Actually, is this better lighting? Is that better? I can't even tell, man. I'll just leave it like that. Actually, no, I'll actually just turn it back up. This dude's riding my butthole right now. But either way, so me and two of my friends went up to Planet Fitness, and every summer I think they have like this summer pass for high schoolers, and you pretty much just get, you get off, you get to go for free for like June, July, August, I think, for free. And we went just kind of as like, just to, fuck around. We weren't really trying to do nothing. We went up there, and we were in there for like 30 minutes. We didn't do shit. We didn't do nothing. And I didn't have a car at the time. I couldn't drive, so I rode with one of them. There was one guy, he was able to drive before anybody, and we rode with him. It caught my eye. Like, it caught my interest. I was like just looking around at the machines. I don't really know what caught my eye about it, but for some reason it did. It caught my eye, and it really got my attention. So we left after about 30 minutes, and I was like, dude, we should go back in there. We should stay a little bit longer. But I think somebody decided to leave, so we all just left. And I wanted to go back, so I think I might have went with them a couple more times, maybe not, I don't remember. But last thing I can remember about that is I remember I would have my mom after school. She would drive me up to the mall every day after school, and my dad would come and pick me up. So when my dad was going to work, he drove like 30-45 minutes from where we live to his work at the time. And on his way back, he would pass the mall. On his way back from work, he would pick me up and I'd go back home. And it was like that for a long time, like just about every day. It's very, very like vague in my head. I have a very bad memory. Don't really know why, I couldn't tell you, but for whatever reason, I can't remember jack shit. All I remember is, getting dropped off and getting picked up by my dad on his way back from work. So I did that for a little bit until I could eventually drive. And there was a couple different instances where I didn't go to Planet Fitness. Once that first summer ran out, where I couldn't go for free anymore. I wasn't sure if I was like committed to paying for a gym membership. Yeah, I know it was only $10 at the time, but I mean, you gotta think, I didn't have a job, and I was like 15 or 16. I mean, I didn't have no income coming in, so I didn't go. And I went and lifted with my buddy, another friend of mine, and I would go up to his house, and he had like this set up in his basement. It was pretty cool, actually. It was really nice. He had like a bench. He pretty much just guided us through the whole thing. It was me and another guy. We kind of grew closer. We hung out. What was that, junior year, I think, a lot. But yeah, kind of after summer, I went there for a little bit with him. I'm trying to think. I ended up also having a stint in my own basement where it was they were very bad lifts, to be fair. And my mom got me a bench for like my birthday or something, and I had some weights, dumbbells and stuff. So I mean, I was able to do a couple of things. But I remember I was like reading off this text message that my friend sent to me about like a workout routine, because I didn't know anything. I was so unknowledgeable. Every time I would go to P-Fit and I would lift there, I mean, I would just do fucking anything I would see. I would go do fucking leg stuff, arm stuff, chest stuff. I would do the whole fucking shebang. I would do everything. And I just didn't know, though. I didn't know any better. I didn't know exactly what I was supposed to do. If I could go back in time, I mean, I would have tried to find somebody to teach me. I would have looked up YouTube videos. That's really where I learned a lot of my stuff, was just watching YouTube. I mean, I couldn't name how many things I've just learned from watching YouTubers and watching specific videos. Like, it's crazy how much free information is out there. I genuinely think if I was going to, go compete or go to some type of lifting show, I don't really even know if I need a real coach. Maybe starting out, I could see it better, but right now, I mean, there's probably so many YouTube videos out there I could watch just to teach me about anything and everything, that I would need to know. So a little off topic, but quick tip to anybody that would want that kind of information. Well, honestly, you could apply the same logic to just about any type of topic. I mean, if you really needed to know something, just go to YouTube, bro. I mean, it's genuinely kind of crazy. It's how free it is. But back to my discussion about my lifting. So, all right, after P-Fit, went to my friends for a little bit, and then went to my downstairs gym in my basement. And then I kind of hit a crossroads. You know, I could tell that the lifts at my house weren't very good. So yeah, I picked it back up in December. Kind of lifted with anybody. Like, I would lift with my friends a lot. I wasn't really into lifting by myself at the time, just because I really didn't know what I was doing. More likely than not, nowadays I do lift by myself. So from December of 2022 towards July 2024, exclusively Planet Fitness lifts. And you know, my splits varied. At the time, I experimented with a couple different things. I even had a period where I lifted every single day. And I even say I lift every single day now, but when I say I lifted every single day back then, I really lifted every single day. Like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, like every day of the week. And that's crazy to say because I am so hyper fixated about rest now that I don't even know how I managed to do that back in the day. My logic was, if I give every body part a rest, like I give all of them 3 days, then I don't need to take a rest day, because if I hit chest on Monday, go hit something Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, well, once it hits Friday again, my chest is, you know, refreshed. Well, supposed to be. And that kind of, I did that probably for a little bit, you know, but I also did other things and wasn't as consistent as I'd like to be. I really start to realize that until about a year ago, really is when I started taking it ultra serious. And I've always took it serious ever since I've started. It's more of just, I know a whole lot more than I did back then. And for the past year, I've applied that knowledge to every aspect of my lifting now compared to before a year ago. But I really didn't start to develop a really great physique until about a year ago, I'd say. But I have been training for, what was that, 3 years, almost 4 years now. I didn't really hone into my, you know, actually being healthy and really good, strict, you know, diet and all this stuff until about a year ago. Something that lifting has really taught me is that you really need to check what you're eating and the calories you're eating. Honestly, not even the calories more. It's really just about what the ingredients of what you're eating is, the quality of your food. I mean, there's so much junk food out there in the world. It's insane. Like, you really take a look at what you're eating and what you're putting in your body, and you realize there's half the things you can't even name, half of the things you can't even pronounce. If you can't pronounce something that's in your food that you're going to digest in your stomach, we got a problem. If you're eating junk food, Takis, chips, gummies, candy, I mean, there's tons of foods that are bad. And even some of the supposedly good foods are bad. I mean, like cheese, sometimes add some extra stuff into that, and meat, sometimes they add some extra stuff into that, especially like breaded chicken, like frozen breaded chicken that you find in the grocery store. I mean, it's just awful. Like the prepared, like let's say you're getting like the TGI Fridays boneless wings that are at Walmart, you know, and they're pre-packaged and everything. Look at the ingredients on those next time. That's not real chicken. I mean, it probably is real chicken, but there's so many preservatives and just so many bad foods in that. It doesn't even like even out at all compared to, like, you know, eating just regular chicken breasts. So that's, if I could teach anybody anything, you know, about what to eat, man, you just look at the back. Every single food you have in your pantry, every single bit of food you find at the store, just read the back, man. If you see a drink and it's got all this fucking shit in it, or this food and it's got all this random ass stuff, like, why do you think, like, why does like any of that need that? Like, you probably don't need to be eating that. And you would think it's a lot more expensive to eat healthier, and it definitely, you know, there's a couple of things out there that are a little bit, they're up there, I won't even lie to you. But I go to Walmart and I get the frozen chicken breasts that are like in the freezer. And the difference between that and the frozen chicken, or the boneless wings I was talking about just a second ago, is the chicken breast is simply a chicken breast. It is literally a breast that they put in the fucking freezer and freeze it. That's it. It is a raw chicken breast that you put in the freezer and it gets cold. That's the only difference. When you're getting boneless wings out of the prepackaged stuff, they put so much stuff in there that just does not need to be there. I can't like specifically say what they put in there, because all that shit is just so fucking awful for you that I don't even like. It's just, there's so much, and it just all has these random ass names. It starts simply by just looking at the ingredients of the food. You know, every single company is required to put that on, you know, labels and food like that. I'm pretty deep into the rabbit hole of the whole bad foods to eat. Like, it's just every single time I go in the grocery store, and then like I just look down the rows and the aisles, and that's all I see is just garbage. Straight up garbage, man. It really sucks that that's the way that it is, but you know, and you figure out what's bad and what's good, you set yourself up for success. Because not only am I trying to, you know, physically look better, I'm also trying to benefit myself 30, 40 years down the line. You know, I'm trying to treat my body like a temple. You know, as the Bible says, that's what you are supposed to do. You should not put junk into your body, because it legitimately is a temple and you only got one. You know, like I like to think of it as, if you're playing a video game, would you not want to put the best gear on your character that you could? I know it's kind of a dumb way to put it, but I'm just saying, like, that's an example, because it really does make sense. Like, why would you give yourself worse quality food? Why would you give your character the worst quality helmet? You know, same kind of comparison, but just real life. Take care of your body and take care of your mental, like, being, and drink some water. I haven't even got to that. That's probably the most important thing you get out of this, is drink some water. It's kind of aligns with what I was talking about, though. A lot of YouTube videos out there, websites you can go to learn about this stuff. I can't specifically name everything that you can do to better yourself in terms of food. I can sit here and name chicken breasts, you know, ground beef, this and that, but you really just need to educate yourself. The reason I really bring this up is because I really just want to lead into a talk about helping your body out food-wise and drink-wise and just health-wise, man. It's really what I want to get out of this. You know, pick it up, man. Pick up that new hobby, whatever you're trying to do. I did not think that 3 years ago I would be as deeply, you know, into this as I am now. I just never occurred to me that I would. You know? Didn't ever think that it would go this far, but I ended up loving it. I ended up loving lifting and bodybuilding and the learning and the physical training and the eating and the drinking and the rest. Like, it quite literally is my life, and I base every single part of my day around it. From the time I go to bed, from the time I wake up, from the food I eat, from what I do. But it's only because I love it. It's because I love taking care of myself, and I love doing it. I love the process of the grind, and I love the process of how slow, and grueling is not the right word, but slow and tedious is a better way to put it. And I know that the end goal is going to be something greater. You know, I could tell, comparing myself 3 years ago, that I definitely look better, and I definitely feel better. You really just got to learn about these things and apply them to your life. And it really comes down to commitment, because this does not just occur overnight, and you really just don't have the encouragement that other types of sports and other types of activities have. If you're trying to better yourself in religion, for example, you're trying to go to church and stuff, you have people around you that encourage you. If you're trying to become a football player, you have coaches, you have friends, you have other people surrounding you. But when you're doing this, man, and you're just eating and you're just lifting on your own, you're just watching YouTube videos, you don't have like a, you know, I mean, there's a gym community, obviously, and there's a, you know, health lifestyle community, obviously, but specifically towards you, you don't have, I mean, you might have some friends or something, but it's not the same, I think. But it's just you. It's a legitimate battle against yourself and your brain, because there's nobody stopping you from going home and sitting on your ass all day and eating Takis and fucking drinking Mountain Dew all day. Nobody in the world is stopping you. And I guess you could make the same case about, you know, different sports and other things, but I think it's much easier to go and become invested in other activities such as sports, because you have such a big emphasis on who's around you and how much they can help you. And when it comes to this stuff, man, you don't have a support system. I mean, I don't really talk to anybody about these things. I mean, I have a couple friends I talk to it about, but I mean, if you don't have that, then you really got nothing. And even if you do have it, I mean, they're not like coaching me every day and helping me, but I guarantee you, if I did ask somebody, I'm very grateful to say that they would probably help me. But I just kind of just learned it over time, you know. It just came from me doing it and repetition and learning, because I mean, you do it every day almost, so you have plenty of attempts to try it. One of my biggest helps early on was I met this guy at the gym, random person, and he pretty much showed me the ropes, and he showed me a lot of different exercises to get me started. It was nice to have somebody, you know, there waiting on you to lift with you. I met this random dude, by the way. Met him one day in the gym, and he talked to me, and we started going. It wasn't like planned, but we all usually get there at the same time. because this dude was like way older than me, but he would get there around the same time. We'd lift a little bit together. That was a big help, because I mean, I was just a baby. I didn't really know much anything. And this same rule still applies if you're training to be a power lifter or an endurance trainer, or you're just trying to be a healthy individual. You're not really trying to aim for anything. You just want to go out, do something, get moving. Same rules still apply, like, forever. There's a lot of different styles of lifting. When I say lifting, I personally I aimed it for like a bodybuilding perspective. Like, I don't train to be like specifically for strength. Just a couple of differences between, there's a few specifics that you can look towards, and I could talk about it here, but if you always wanted more information, like I said before, just go on YouTube, look it up. You know, there's endurance training, you know, specifically cardio heavy, and there's powerlifting, which you aim for more of like a strength rather than like your physical appearance. You'd rather actually push heavyweight rather than look like you can push heavyweight, because I mean, you look at like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, for example, and he looks super strong. I mean, you'd think he's like super duper strong, but comparing him to like a professional power lifter, that power lifter is gonna kill him in any type of strength training. The Rock's probably really strong, don't get me wrong, but he's probably not as strong as you would think, because he doesn't train like a power lifter. He trains more like a bodybuilder, because he wants the abs, he wants the, you know, the look per se. All right, vlog. It may or may not be like 4 hours since I last recorded, but I have a good reason. Very, very good, solid reason. Okay. My phone was at like 10 or something. It was really, really low on battery. And typically I bring my charger and I plug in my computer, plug it in my computer and charge my phone, but I forgot to bring it. So I'm sitting there like 13%, and I'm like, man, if I'm gonna make it to the day, I can't sit on my phone this whole time. So I didn't sit on my phone for like 2 or 3 hours, and I just pretty much sat and looked out the window of the car for like 3 hours, bro. I sat there, I just sat there, and it's like, holy crap. I think I've been getting pretty rough sleep lately, and I usually like to preach how important sleep is, but your boy has not been getting any of it. I've been getting no sleep, hardly, so gotta improve on that. Oh gosh, dude, I'm just freaking exhausted, man. I can't even talk. I will pick up the vlog tomorrow. I just want to take a shower and go to bed, genuinely. That's all. Like, I have no other wants in the world. Well, guys, it's been like almost a week since I last took all those videos, and that last clip, I don't even remember what day it was. I've been procrastinating like crazy and just have not gotten to editing the video, but I finally took the time out of the day to go get it done. Really sorry about that, guys. I know it's been like a week, but trying to get better at editing, and I just really took a long time to do it. Went through and shortened a lot down, make it more concise. Sorry about the wait, guys. And I'm right now just finished editing it, about to upload it and everything, so we'll be out very shortly after I record these. Either way, I love y'all very, very much, and I love doing this. I've had so much fun this whole process so far, and I'm very, very excited to continue doing this as much as I possibly can. So God bless y'all and your families. Have a great day, or get some good rest tonight.